there is an animal that hides and hangs in dark corners in the daytime. When night falls, it flits through the dark sky on silent wings. Hiding by day and coming out at night has only added mystery to this animal. The only mammal that can truly fly, the bat. Located where tropical climates meet subtropical climates, Taiwan has a chain of high mountains that, with much rainfall and many climates, provides a rich diversity of natural habitats. Taiwan is home to many wild animals. So far, there are 80 species of land mammals thriving on this spectacular island. Of these wild mammal species, bats are the most numerous. Even so, they are also constantly overlooked and misunderstood. Called yabo or bitbo in Taiwanese, bats are nocturnal mammals. In the past, because their ecology was little known, people usually feared or disliked them. In fact, most bat species feed on insects, fruit, and pollen. They are very important for pest control, seed dispersal, and flower pollination. With more than 1,000 different species worldwide, there is a great variety of bats. When they flock together, they can number in the tens of thousands. Taxonomically, bats are in the order Chiroptera. They are classified according to body type into the Megachiroptera and the Microchiroptera. In the Megachiropteras are the fruit bats, or flying foxes. They are usually of large size. These bats use their senses of sight and smell to find their food. They do not emit supersonic sounds. Bats in the Microchiroptera are relatively smaller. They represent a huge variety of species and diets. These bats use supersonic sounds to sense their environment and capture their prey. They are common worldwide. Though bat morphology varies from species to species, they all have wings. In fact, it is the wings that distinguish bats from other mammals. A bat's wings really are specialized hands, with the elongated bones of the palm and fingers covered by a thin membrane of skin. These long bones spread open the membrane like the wings of a bird, enabling the bat to flap its wings and fly. On each wing is a thumb with a hooked claw. These thumbs are used for climbing or grooming. On the hind limbs, each toe also has a hooked claw that helps the bat hang upside down. As the sun gradually disappears from the sky, swift and inaudible bats start flying around. Most people are unaware of these bats' existence. So where do they roost? Where are they from? In Taiwan, there are more than 30 species of bats. Half are endemic. They roost in many places, such as house eaves or attics, natural caves, rock cracks, tunnels, or sewer pipes. You can even find roosting bats in tree holes, bushes, and between leaves. They are everywhere from the lowlands to mountains 3,000 meters high. Of the species roosting in houses, some prefer balconies, attics, eaves, or cracks in the roof. The Japanese house bat is common in the city and in rural areas at low elevations island-wide. Fond of roosting in cracks in the eaves of traditional Chinese buildings, they are typical house bats. They rest inside the house by day and fly out at dusk to prey on insects. Common in the neighborhood, this species is the easiest to observe. Because they are nocturnal, most bat species have blackish fur. There are exceptions. The Formosan golden bat, as its name suggests, is covered by brilliant yellow fur. Some like to flock together on beams beneath the eaves of low-elevation houses. Others hide between the leaves of the Indian almond tree. Every year, from May to July, they start breeding. In late autumn, when the young are mature enough to fly on their own, these bats gradually migrate to other locations for winter. In Taiwan's mountain areas, another bat species looks very similar to the Formosan golden bat. The Watase's bat has dark orange fur. The tip of each hair is black, as are the upper edges of their ears. Their nostrils, thumbs, toes, and the tip of their tails are also bordered with black. These are the features that distinguish Watase's bat from the Formosan golden bat. Moreover, the Watase's bat is usually found in fields and mountain areas. This is different from the Formosan golden bat. The chestnut bat is another species commonly roosted in the houses and attics at low elevations. It also likes to roost in Chinese fan palm trees. The chestnut bat has a hump on the back of its head and a short yellow-brown coat. Nicknamed the small yellow bat, these bats are lean and quick. Lined up one bat after another, these bats sleep in the dried leaves, suspended like strings of fruit. This species, the Horikawa's brown bat, also likes to roost in palm trees, but it roosts in betel nut palms instead. The Horikawa's brown bat is bigger than the chestnut bat, and its fur is longer. It is a strong, large species. If you look carefully, you can see that it has large eyes and obvious cheekbones. Except for those in human neighborhoods, many bat species prefer solid, stable caves for their roost sites. To catch the last beam of setting sun, these Formosan leaf-nosed bats rush rapidly from their tunnel to forage on large insects as they shuttle in and out of the woods. The Formosan leaf-nosed bat is commonly found at low to mid-elevations island-wide. It usually roosts in natural caves and abandoned tunnels, or buildings near water sources, such as rivers. Endemic to Taiwan, the Formosan leaf-nosed bat has a specialized leaf-like nose. It reproduces every year from May to June. After childbirth, a mother bat very carefully looks after the single baby in her arms. Even though she hangs upside down, her small, weak baby can crawl up and down from her chest to her belly to lap milk or rest. When winter falls, Formosan leaf-nosed bats gather at secret caves to hibernate safely through the winter. The horseshoe bats are the other strange-looking cave bats. There are two species in Taiwan, the Formosan Lesser Horseshoe Bat, and the Formosan Greater Horseshoe Bat. Both are endemic to Taiwan. They are unique because of the horseshoe-like folds on their nose and their wide ears. The Formosan Lesser Horseshoe Bat is smaller in size and widely distributed in Taiwan, so you can easily find it at all elevations. Only a few colonies, however, of the Formosan Greater Horseshoe Bat have been discovered. Usually, only one or a few individuals can be found roosting in rock caves or tunnels at all elevations. Another bat that usually gathers in clusters in caves or tunnels is the Formosan Mouse-eared Bat. It is also endemic to Taiwan. The muzzle of this bat is simple. With its long whiskers and slim ears, this bat looks just like a mouse with wings, giving it its name. Each eastern free-tailed bat has a long tail sticking out of its tail membranes. This makes it very different from the other bats in Taiwan. Because it has wrinkles from its mouth to its nose, it is also called the eastern wrinkle-lipped bat. Since there are only a few records in Taiwan of this unusual bat, it is a very rare species. Its wide, flat body allows it to fit into narrow cracks in rocks. In midsummer every year, hundreds of thousands of Japanese long-winged bats can be found in the caves near the North Coastal Highway in Taiwan. This is the largest known bat colony in Taiwan. At dusk, when large numbers start pouring out from the caves to feed, the scene is quite spectacular. The noses of Japanese long-winged bats do not stick out. These bats have round, short ears and very long fingers. Because these fingers are usually left unfolded when the bats rest, this species is also called the bent-winged bat or long-winged bat. Japanese long-winged bats are very widely distributed. They can be found in rock caves at low elevations to forests at high elevations. All the bat species in Taiwan only feed on insects, except the Formosan flying fox. It feeds on fruit. There are no vampire bats in Taiwan. Although many of Taiwan's bats roost in houses, caves, or tunnels, many other species live in fields. Some hang from tree branches, and others hide in tree holes, bushes, or leaves. Motionless, they rest quietly, waiting for night to fall. These bats are called forest bats. The Formosan flying fox is one of the species that live in trees. The Formosan flying fox is Taiwan's largest bat species. Its body is 20 centimeters long. Its wings can stretch to 1 meter. With big, bright eyes, long muzzle, and simple nose, the Formosan flying fox looks just like a fox. During the day, the Formosan flying fox hangs upside down from tree branches. When dusk comes, it flies out to forage for fruit. After digesting the fruit, this bat's droppings help disperse the plant's seeds. Because humans have intensively hunted it for years, this bat is on the edge of extinction. Endemic to Taiwan, the Formosan tube-nosed bat is found in the forests of low to mid-elevations. It has short tubular nostrils sticking up out of its nose. It also has thin and semi-translucent ears. There are a few other species of tube-nosed bat living in Taiwan. A Formosan broad-muzzled bat weighs only 3 or 4 grams. Not only is it the tiniest bat in Taiwan, it is also Taiwan's smallest mammal. Little as it is, this bat is a precious Taiwan endemic species. It is widely distributed and can be found in cold mountains as high as 3,000 meters in elevation. Like the tube-nosed bats, over the past decade, new species of mouse-eared bats have been discovered in Taiwan's mountains. Mouse-eared bats have the highest number of species worldwide. They are also the most diverse of Taiwan's bats. This helps emphasize the rich diversity of bats in Taiwan. As for new bat species, the Formosan long-eared bat is especially unique. This lovely bat is also a Taiwan endemic species. Although it lives in the forests of mid to high elevations, we did not even know it existed until it was discovered and named in 1991. These exceptionally long ears, almost as long as its body, are its most distinctive feature and give it the name long-eared bat and the nickname Formosan rabbit-eared bat. The Formosan Barbastel is another newly discovered bat species in Taiwan. First collected in 1995, it was not until 2002 that it was confirmed as a new species. This bat has black fur covering its body. Its ears are so wide that its eyes seem to be inside its ears. The outside base of its ears has many curved wrinkles. Although its muzzle is simple, its lumpy cheeks also make it distinctive. In 1999, a third new endemic species was discovered. What was so unusual was that it was also a new genus for Taiwan. The Formosan Yellownecked Bat has a very wide mouth, a collar of golden fur, and a body covered with black fur. These bats are very eye-catching. If you look closely, you can see that the fur of this bat is not entirely black. The tip of each black hair is a shiny gold. The Formosan Kerravala Bat is mostly found in mountains of low to mid elevations. Because most collection sites were near bamboo groves, its habitat and behavior may be closely associated with bamboo groves. These bats do not have fur of brilliant colors. Instead, they are gray and brown. Their most distinctive features are their semi-translucent and funnel-shaped ears. Taiwan has many bat species. Most of their behavior and ecology remains unknown. The more we learn, however, the more we are astounded by their physiological and behavioral fitness, and the more we appreciate their importance to the ecosystem. Conservation of bats is very important. It is not very difficult to practice. All that is required is to maintain bat habitats, to keep them complete and undisturbed. Of all conservation measures, the most important one is to protect the places where bats gather to breed or hibernate. In addition, improved understanding of bat ecology can protect bats from harm by human beings. Once we understand their very important role in the ecosystem, we can understand how the survival of these bat species affects the survival of so many other plants and animals. As long as we try not to hurt these bats, they will be our best friends.